that make sense? Okay, let me keep going because I get excited with this word, y'all. All right, so so he gave him 1, 2, 3, and remember, when the centurion, he sent 3 people too, didn't he? He sent 3 people to Peter. I don't know, for some reason that just kind of stood out for me. I might need to do a little bit more digging, but it was interesting to me that God told him, or not God, that he was given the vision 3 times, and the centurion sent 3 people. Okay, let me keep going. So now, verse 17, let me see. I think we were at 18. We were at 18, right? Okay, so 18, and called and asked whether Simon, which was surnamed Peter, were lodged there. While Peter thought on the vision, the Spirit said unto him, Behold, 3 men seek thee. Remember, it was the 3 men Cornelius sent. They came to Peter because remember, Peter was praying. And then Cornelius, the God-fearing Gentile, now sent the 3 men to go see Peter. And I hope I'm explaining this right, because in my mind, I have all these thoughts. I'm trying to make them make sense to you all. Okay, so hopefully, if you're not following along, if you're having difficulty following the way that I'm explaining it, please let me know, and I'll try to think of a better way to do it. Okay, so the 3 men came there to Peter, right? Peter was praying. Remember that? Okay, so then verse 20 says, Arise therefore and get thee down and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. So the Spirit told him, I sent these people. I sent the 3 men. Remember, Cornelius was, okay. Remember, Cornelius had the messengers. He sent these 3 people, right? And so this is a confirmation that they're supposed to be there. All right, so then Peter, this is verse 21. I know I'm talking in between a lot, so I'll try to go back and tell y'all what verse I'm at, because it can get a little confusing. I'm trying to think of how to explain it and keep up with the verse. So verse 21, then Peter went down to the men which were sent unto him from Cornelius, got it, and said, Behold, I am he whom ye seek. What is the cause wherefore you are come? He's like, why are y'all here? And they said, Cornelius, a centurion, a just man, remember, he is respected. And God said it 3 times. Yes, he said it 3 times. That's important. Okay, for me, Wes, it sticks out. I don't know if it sticks out for anybody else, but that 3 times, that stuck out for me. I don't know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I don't know. It's just something about the 3 times. He said it 3 times, and he sent 3 people. Anybody, is there a correlation? If there is, can somebody please let me know? 3 and 3, yes. I don't know, but okay, we're going to keep moving. And if God drops something in your spirit, please let me know. This is the Bible study. All right, so it says, I am he. And they said, Cornelius the centurion, a just man, and one that feareth God. Remember, he's a God-fearing man. They told us that all the way in the beginning. I think it was like the first, second verse, that he's a God-fearing man. He prayed always. And they said, Cornelius centurion, a just man, and one that feareth God, and of good report among all the nation of the Jews. So he was in good standing. Like, the Jews knew him to be a good man and respected him. And, I think he was wealthy. Sounds like he had a pretty good rap sheet to me. So it says he was warned, okay, of all the nation of the Jews was warned from God by an holy angel to send for thee into his house and to hear words of thee. So he wants him to hear what it is that the Lord wants to say. Then called he them in and lodged them. And on the morrow, Peter went away with them, and certain brethren from Joppa accompanied him. Okay, now let's see what that means in the NLT 23, verse 23. Okay, so let's start at 20. Oh, let's start at 19. Meanwhile, as Peter was puzzling over the vision, the Holy Spirit said to him, 3 men have come looking for you. He got that word straight from the Holy Spirit, all right? Get up, go downstairs. Oh, I like that, because it said it with like authority. Get up, go downstairs, and go with them without hesitation. Now, this translation hits differently. He said, get up, Go downstairs and go without hesitation. Don't worry, for I have sent them. So Peter went down and said, I'm the man you are looking for. Why have you come? They said, we were sent by Cornelius, a Roman officer. He's a devout and God-fearing man, well respected by all the Jews. A holy angel instructed him to summon you to his house so that he can hear your message. So Peter invited the men to stay for the night. The next day, he went with them, accompanied by some of the brothers from Joppa. Now, this is where I think it starts to get interesting again. So this, I don't know, it's like almost in parts for me. This part of the story happened now. We're going to start at verse 24. And the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for them and had called together his kinsmen and near friends. This was the part that I thought was really interesting. So we got Cornelius, the God-fearing man, right? We have Peter, who was shown this vision, 3 times, right? We have Cornelius, who also sent 3 men to go to Peter's house. And now in verse 24, the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, Cornelius waited for them. So he waited and had called together his kinsmen and near friends. He called his friends over. What y'all want? Right. What? To me, it's like, okay, he wasn't being selfish with this word that he knew he was about to get. He was like, okay, I want to know more about this, right? We'll just say this for now. And I want my friends to also be a part of it. Have you ever heard of something so good that just touched you so good, blessed you so good? You're like, oh, I got to call my friend. I need to tell this person. I need to tell that person. He went an extra step. He was like, I'm not going to just call them. I'm inviting my friends over. And we're going to all find out about this, right? We're going to find out and get down to the bottom of it. So they arrived, 24. They arrived in Caesarea the following day. Cornelius was waiting for them and had called together his relatives and close friends. That's the NLT, so y'all can understand it, okay? And then now 25, I'm back at King James. And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshiped him. Whoa, come on. He fell at his feet and worship Peter. Why do you all think he did this? Why would Cornelius, a powerful, wealthy, respected, God-fearing man, fall to the feet of Peter? What was it that Peter had that Cornelius wanted to make him fall at his feet? Like, why did he fall at his feet? Was Peter so powerful that Cornelius wanted to fall at his feet? Did Peter have some information? Did he respect Peter so much that he just instantly fell? Like, I don't know. But if somebody came to my house and I'm not falling at their feet, like, I mean, I don't know what was so special about Peter that made him fall. I'm asking you all this because I have my thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? I thought they were each going to bring food to him. You thought they were going to bring food to him? I didn't even think about that. Perhaps. What kind of food, and why do you think they were going to bring food to him? I'm interested. Let me know, Wes, what y'all want. Okay, so you all, I'm going to go back and forth again. I'm reading King James Version because I have to, because of copyright, but I'm also I'm going to read this translation so we can make sure we get a good understanding of it, because this is, the language has changed. Okay, so, but Peter took him up saying, remember this is after he fell at his feet and worshiped him. I don't know where they do that at, but do we do that now? If somebody came in with some information, do you fall at your feet and worship them? Let's see. It's got to be something that's so important that he did that. Like, what made him gesture in that way? Okay. So, but Peter took him up saying, stand up. I myself also am a man. He's like, hey, don't fall at my feet. I'm a man too, just like you. So to me, when he said that, I was like, okay. So he's like, all right, I am also a man. You don't have to fall at my feet, because we're both humans. We're both men, right? We're on the same level. So where Cornelius was showing respect, I guess, Peter was like, no, don't do that. I'm a man. Let's continue. Verse 27 says, and as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God has showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. This is Peter talking, because remember when he said, I don't eat unclean things. Remember at the beginning when we were talking about Peter having this dialogue, and he was like, oh, I don't eat unclean things according to the Jewish law. I don't do it this way. We don't eat unclean things. And neither, I'm going to paraphrase this. I'm going to say this part. Neither are they around unclean people, which they consider the Gentiles to be unclean at times.